Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Indirect Work Measurement Tutorial Laboratorium DSKE. In this tutorial, we will discuss the indirect measurement module. But before we start the discussion, it would be nice if we prayed first. Start praying. Praying finish. Let's begin with the video, guys. As you can see, in the gift box manufacturing factory, there are employees who use their hands to perform several movements, namely, from the employee reaching the first box, then placing it and holding it with the left hand. And then the right hand reach the second box, then attach the second box to the first box and release the box. This job requires repetitive hand movement and allow for inappropriate movement. By calculating the standard time and saving time, we can know whether the condition of this worker is good or not. And if it is not optimal yet, we can provide recommendation. Okay, everyone. For the outline material for today, there are tutorial purpose, tutorial input and output, material, case study, and also post-test. And we enter the first outline, tutorial purpose. First, the practitioners knows about the concept of meta time measurement or MTM and minor operation sequence technique or MOS in indirect work time measurement applications. Second one, the practitioner can identify the basic movement of element. And in the third one, the practitioner can calculate standard time and time saving. In the fourth one, practitioners can analyze the result of TMU values and recommend optimization of basic movement in the assembly process. And then for input and output, there are input, prefix and proposal layout, preliminary and proposed layout video recording. And for the output, there are movement analysis table, standard time, and time saving. Okay, let's begin with the definition. Indirect work measurement is a measurement that is carried out without an observer who must be at the place where the work is being measured is in progress. Winya Subroto, 2006. Alright guys, in the indirect work measurement, there are two methods. And then what is method time measurement? Method time measurement is a standard time determination study developed from the work movement. The analysis is based on the operator basic movement and working environment condition. And then with MOS, MOS is a development of a standard time determination study as well, but it focuses more on the movement of the object. And today we're going to talk both of the method. Okay, first, let's study about method time measurement or MTM. Method time measurement is predetermined time standard application system that was developed based on the study of working motion pictures of an industrial work operation recorded on a film or video. Winya Subroto, 1995. Okay, and we have to know what is TMU, Time Measurement Unit. In this tutorial, we will analyze work movement using right-handed and left-handed maps. The analysis will use a help table that contains the existing time values. And then for the time is in TMU, which is 1 TMU equal to 0.00001 hour or equals to 0.0006 minutes or equal to 0.036 seconds.
Okay everyone, let's begin with the first activities, reach. And then how to find the TMU values on reach. First, we have to see the activities, whether it's fall into which categories. There are A, B, C, D, and E. And then we see how far the operator range that appear. There are 9 to 30 inches. Okay, now you asking, what is A? A is where to take the object, the location has been fixed. With B, the location changed, but the operator can estimate the distance because the operator is used to doing this work. And for C, the object is mixed and there is a select process. And for D, reach small object and need tools to such as tweezers to make it easier to reach. For E, the object is moving, so it has an uncertain distance and the operator is not used to it. And then as I mentioned before, we ignore hand in motion table. Okay, now let's discuss about the second activities, grasp. As you can see on the table, there are type of grasp, case, time TMU, and description. And then for type of grasp, there are pick up, regrasp, transfer, select, and contact. And then how to determine time of TMU, you have to consider whether the activities fall into which case. There are 1A, 1B, 1C, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 4C, and 5. And then how to determine whether the activities fall into where, you have to read the description on the table and determine the case. Let's continue with the next activities, move. As you can see on the table, there are distant move, time TMU, allowance, and also case and description. And then it's quite similar with the last activities. We have to consider whether the activities fall into where case. There are A, B, and C. And for A, the move object to other hand or against stop. For B, move object to approximate or indefinite location. And for C, move object to exact location. That is the difference. And then you can get the time TMU values. Okay, let's continue with the next activities, turn. As you can see on the table, there are weight and time TMU for degrees turn. First thing first, you have to determine whether the activities is weight into small, medium, or large based on the weight. There are 2 pounds, 2.1 to 10, 10.1 to 35 pounds. And then you can determine whether the activities having how many degrees turn. For example, the activities show 60 degrees movement 2 times, and then we can multiply 4.1 into 2, and then we can get 8.2 values of TMU. Okay, let's continue to the next activities, apply pressure. Based on the table, there are full cycle and component. Let's focus on APA and APB. For APA, there are AF, DM, and RLF, which refers to EF, apply force, DM, dwell minimum, RLF, release force, which the definition of apply force when we do the activities and we need extra force. And for dwell minimum, we just have to do enough force to do the activities. And RLF or release force, as you can see, it's when we do a release force. And then what's make AP and APB different? For APB, they are additional, which is regrasp, and then make it into APA plus regrasp. Okay, let's continue with the next activities, release. There are 2 cases on release by description. For case number 1, normal release performed by opening finger as an independent motion. For case 2, it's only a contact release, usually by horizontal distances. Let's continue to the next activities, positioning. As you can see on the table, there are 3 cases, loose, close, and exact, which refers to loose, no pressure required, close, light pressure required, and exact, heavy pressure required. And you see there are symmetry, easy to handle, and difficult to handle. For easy and difficult to handle, it's more subjective from the operators. So you guys have to ask the operator whether the activities is easy or difficult to handle. And then how about symmetry? For S is refers to symmetry, SS refers to semi-symmetry, and NS refers to non-symmetries. For supplementary rule for surface alignment, for P1SE per alignment is more than 1 per 16 inches less equal to 1 per 4 inches. P2SE per alignment is less than equal 1 per 16 inches. Let's continue to the next activities. Disengage. There are 3 cases, loose, close, and tight, which refers to loose, very slight effort, close, normal effort, and tight, considerable effort. In disengage, there are additional aspects that we have to consider. There are recoil. If it is up to 1 inches, it's considered loose. But if it's over than 1 inches to 10 inches, it's considered close. But it's over 10 inches to 12 inches, it's considered tight disengage. And then they are easy to handle and difficult to handle also. As I mentioned before, you guys have to ask the operator whether the activities is easy or difficult to handle. Finally, we arrive at hand movement map. Basically, on hand movement map, you guys have to put all the data based on the operator activity into this table. There are distance, code, and also TMU values. And then you can calculate the total TMU for the right hand and the left hand. Okay everyone, welcome to MyNode Operation Sequence Technique or MOS definition. MOS itself meaning one of the work measurement technique that are arranged based on the order of the sub-activities. For different type of activity, there may be a different sequence of movement, so it is necessary to separate the activity sequence model in the MOS method. Lumbun Tobing 2018. Okay, next we have basic sequence model. Sub-activities, they are reaching object, controlling object, moving object, object processing time, arranging object with textures, back to work. Okay, first, general movement order. For the sequence model, there are 3 main groups: obtain, place, and return. For the obtain itself, there are A, B, and G, place A, B, and P, and return with A. A itself meaning action, B body motion, G gain control, and B placing. Okay, so this is the table of general movement. As you can see on the table, it said A, B, G, A, B, P, A, general move. And then how to calculate and find the index is you can make sure the activity for A, for B, for G, for P is when into which cases and able to get which index. And for the formula for finding the TMU, we calculate total index by 10. And then we can get the TMU in general movement table. Okay, let's start with the explanation. For example, take a marker in the box and put it into the pencil case near the body. Okay, let's start with obtain group A, B, and G. And for A, it has one index within reach because the activity need to reach. And for B, the body motion having 0 index because there is no motion on the body itself. And for G aspect, it refers to 1 because it need light object. Okay, next to the second group, place A, B, and P. For the A, it get 1 index because once again it needs a reaching activity. And for body motion, once again it is 0 because the body is not moving. And for the P aspect, we can have 1 index because it said lay aside loose feet. And then A or return, it's equal to 0 because the activity don't need to go back. Okay, there are another example. Here, the operator is asked to take a handful of nuts and place them on 6 screws placed 12 centimeters apart. Because it was asked to put on 6 screws, so there must be 6 repetition. And then it's quite similar with the last example. We just determine whether the activity on A, B, G, and P fall into which index. And then because it having 6 repetition, we just multiply it by 6 and then multiply it by 10 because of the formula. And then we can get 280 TMU. Okay, next there are controlled movement sequence. It's having 3 groups: obtain, move, and return. By obtain, it's still A, B, and G, but with move, M, X, and I. For return, it's still on A. Still the same formula, it's multiply total all index with 10. Okay, let's start with the example, pressing leave button as far as hand reach for 0.5 second. Once again, we determine whether the activity fall into which index, and then it said that for A, it's having refers to the last table, it having 1 index, B 0 index, and G is 1 index. Okay, and then how about MXI? We can see on the table for M, move control. It showed that it's only less than 12 inches or 30 centimeter. So it has determined by 1. For X, it's only takes 0.5 seconds, so it's still on the 1 index. And then for I, align is to the point because we want to press the exact leave button. Return, we don't have to return because we stay still. And then we multiply it by 10, we can get the TMU values. Okay, now we talk about equipment usage order. And by the sequence model, we have 5 groups: obtain, place, use, release, and return. And then for use, there are F, L, C, S, M, R, and T. Refers to fasten, loosen, cut, survey street, measure, record, and think. It's still with the same formula, total all index times 10. Okay, and let's continue with order of use of the equipment. They are reaching, placing, using, release, and back to work. Okay, next we have equipment handling sequence model. There are 3 sequence. First, manual crane, powered crane, and truck sequence. And then finally, we arrive at conversion. First, I will remind you once again, for time measurement unit, 1 TMU equals to 0.0006 minutes, or equal to 0.036 second. For the distance, 1 inches equal to 2.54 centimeter. For mass of the object, 1 pound equal to 0.453592 kilos, and then 1 kilos equals to 2.205 pounds. Okay, and how about the formula for standard time saving? Time saving equals to default layout standard time minus proposed layout standard time divided by default layout standard time, and we times it by 100%, and we can get time saving. Okay, finally, we arrive at principle of movement economy. There are 3 movement economy: human body and its movement, workplace layout settings, and equipment design. Let's talk about the human body and its movement. Both hands should start and end the movement on the same time. And next, both hands should not be idle at the time except during breaks. Hand movement should be in the opposite direction and symmetrical move together. Hand and body movement should be safe by use only the necessary limbs. And last, take advantage of the momentum to help work so that can reduce muscle work in work. Okay, Continuous movement is better than movement breaks and change in motion. Ballistic movement is faster, easier, and more accurate than restricted controlled movement. So it's better we do ballistic movement. The work should be designed in such as to allow the work rhythm to follow the natural rhythm of the worker. Try as a little eye movement as possible. And then we enter workplace layout setting. First, tools and work pieces are in a clear and fixed place. Tools and materials should be located as close as possible to the point of use. Good storage areas should utilize the principle of gravity so that the items to be used are always available and close to being picked up. If possible, the mechanism for distributing goods can be done by dropping, or people say drop deliveries. The height of the workplace and the chair is adjusted so that allows worker to choose a working position between sitting and stand up easily. The type and height of the work chair must provide a suitable sitting posture comfortable for workers when doing work. The layout of equipment and lighting is arranged in such a way so workers can see with a good eyesight. Materials and equipment are placed in such a way that move can be done in the best order. And then last, equipment design. There are 5 points. Hands are freed from work if they can use assistive device or tools that can be moved by feet. Equipment should be designed in such a way that it has more than one function or multifunction. The equipment is designed in such a way that it is easy to hold and store. Even work of the fingers doing their movement, the load distribution on each finger must be under the strength of each finger. Hand wheels, bars, and similar equipment should be arranged so that the worker can operate them in a good position and with minimum force. And last but not least, we have hadith for you, meaning whoever take a path or way to gain knowledge, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for him the path to heaven. Last sentence for me. Thank you so much for you guys' attention. I'm sorry if there is a mistaken from my words. And if there is any question from the material before, you can ask the assistant laboratorium on the next tutorial. See you on the next tutorial. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.